Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Retirement SOS. I'm Ernie.
And I'm Beth, and this is Ruby. And I guess congratulations are in order for you on your first full year of retirement.
I know it's hard to believe that I retired a year ago. And one thing that I've observed is that just time seems to go by quicker when you're retired. It's almost like a Formula One race.
Well, at least you're not bored if it's moving quick.
Yeah, that's the main thing. And Beth, I just also wanted to thank you for putting up with me for this first year of retirement. I know it's been a change for you too.
So, what did you learn about yourself? Have you discovered any passions?
Well, I don't think my life is that different, to be honest with you. Maybe the only surprising thing that I learned was that I suddenly have developed this love for writing. And when I was in school, I hated writing. So I think my English teachers would be really surprised by my turnaround. And I think what it is that when you're researching a topic that you really enjoy, let's say such as retirement, then the words just seem to naturally flow and the writing goes along with it. So it's much easier when you're writing for leisure. And while we're talking about academics, another thing that I really discovered, I've always liked reading, but for some reason during this first year, I've been focusing on the Victoria era of British English classic literature.
Whoa, over my head.
You know what? I think if I was transported back into that era, I think I would fit right in. I'm an old man now, so I think the only thing I'd want to bring with me is my phone, so I can keep in touch with my family in the 21st century while I'm in the 19th century. So if you want a good book to read, look up The Mayor of Casterbridge by Thomas Hardy. It's got a lot of twists and turns. I really recommend it.
So, you've mentioned how much you enjoy your mornings now that you're retired. So, why is that?
Well, when you're working, your mornings are somewhat stressful. You wake up, you got to get dressed, then you have the long commute in. So that's not really a lot of fun, but I guess your body does get used to it. But now that I'm retired, my mornings are intentionally slow. So I get up at around 6:50 a.m. Sometimes I sleep in till about 6:59 a.m.
So precise.
Yeah. So get up, go downstairs, make myself a cup of coffee. The newspaper has arrived, and then I just read the newspaper from cover to cover. And then afterwards, this is really riveting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I clean up the kitchen a little bit, and then I go up and I get dressed. But while I'm getting dressed, you'll be proud of me, I'm doing stretching exercises.
Oh, good for you.
Because what follows is usually around 9 a.m. I'll take Ruby, our little toy poodle, for about a 25-minute walk. And it's just a casual walk. And then after that, that's when my body really starts to move. So what I'll do is I'll go out and I will walk a 40-minute power walk.
Good for you.
Now, I'm probably maybe enhancing the word power, but for my age, I'm not an Olympian or anything like that, but I do pretty good for myself. And really the key to a power walk is not to overdo it. All you want to do is just, get that heart beating faster and build up a sweat. But you want to keep breathing. You don't want to lose your breath or anything. And then I come back and just unwind and get on with my day.
Sounds good. So, is retirement still fun for you?
Yeah, the best part of retirement is the freedom associated with the lifestyle. And that's tremendously satisfying. And if you're retired, you can probably relate. So if you're not retired, then my retirement probably doesn't sound that exciting. But I do like the simplicity of my life. And one thing that I did is that I ignored all the social media hype associated with retirement. It's way overblown. And I guarantee that once you retire, and it may take a little bit of time, you're going to find your pace of retirement, or we can call it a rhythm of retirement. And you're going to figure it out, and you'll know what's best for you. That is a given. Another thing is when you're traveling and when your vacation comes to an end, what I really, really like is there's no stress about it because you're not going back to work and you're not having to face 400 emails.
That would be me.
Yeah, that's you. You can relate to that. Maybe not 400,
No,
but
what would you say your biggest challenge was the first year of your retirement?
oh, this is without a doubt financially. Financially, we got off to a rough start because we underestimated our spending, as you know. And we had to regroup after about 3 months. And now that I think about it, I mean, a year ago, I never envisioned our expenses would be so high. I mean, inflation has really hit us like a ton of bricks.
Expenses high, return on investment low.
Yeah, that's not a very good combination.
No.
That's a very good point. But, you know, talking about spending, I think I've come to the conclusion that very few people can really accurately forecast their first year of spending in retirement. There's always unexpected things that come up. You know, we had to take our knocks the hard way, but certainly we've learned a lot during that first year. And I'll tell you, financial challenges for seniors, they're not going away. It's going to be really, really tough, I think, over the next 12 months, and we all have to watch our spending. I mean, it's a necessity now to reduce costs at home.
I know you wanted to mention quickly one thing about your health.
Yeah, what it is I honestly didn't take my health seriously during my first 6 months of retirement. When I entered retirement, I was already 10 pounds overweight. After 6 months, I gained another 10 pounds, which meant I was 20 pounds overweight. And my blood work really showed it. The weight is now coming off, thank God, through diet, exercise, and discipline. And I really regret those first 6 months. I'm not sure what I was thinking. It was really, really dumb because most seniors coming out of the gate in retirement, well, they're going to start exercising because they have the time. But I might have just been enjoying my retirement a little bit too much, and that's not a good thing. And I now realize that exercising is so important because it gives you the fuel and the energy for your body, and it also puts you on better terms with your family doctor.
What was the most unusual habit you picked up during your first year of retirement?
Well, this habit that I picked up is your fault.
Me?
Yep.
Don't blame me.
I'm sorry. And I have to say the admission is a little embarrassing. So what happened is one day Beth turns the TV on around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the first episode of Laverne and Shirley is playing. And then we got a little bit hooked. I'm using the word hooked very loosely because we didn't watch every episode. We probably watched about half of the episodes. So I hope no one is going to judge me too harshly over this crazy little habit that I picked up. And by the way, if Leave It to Beaver ever comes back into our area, I'm going to be hooked to my set watching those episodes because I love that show.
So, what would you say are the keys to your success?
I would say success in year one is basically based on self-motivation, optimism, adaptability, and just having fun doing new things. I mean, 1 year ago at this time, I was defined by my work. Now, I'm proud to be a retiree.
Well, when I look back at the last year of your retirement, I can definitely see that there were some struggles in the beginning to
Yep.
find your stride, but you've definitely found it. I think you're doing great, and I'm looking forward to all the trouble you can get to next year on year 2 of retirement.
And you know I'm going to find that trouble.
We hope you enjoyed Ernie's recap of his first year of retirement, and if you did, please consider liking our channel or even subscribing. So until next time,
Bye for now.